obviously a game that, for us, we dug ourselves a hole early, and then we found a way to come back, especially in the fourth quarter. Give our football team a lot of credit. Give Washington a lot of credit too. They did a fabulous job of really shutting us down the first 3 quarters of the game. Held us to 14 points, and finally in the fourth quarter we got some things going. But it was one of those games where when you fall behind on the road, you know, we didn't want to get into a passing game so much because of the weather conditions. We felt, you know, our strong suit is running the football, and we didn't get away from it. We didn't deviate from it at all. But I thought we made some big stops on defense in the third and fourth quarter. I think the third quarter was really good when we came out offensively and scored on our possession to get the game back close again. And then from there, we got things going on offense, and the defense did a pretty nice job. The last 3 minutes of that game is that's college football. I say it every week. I said you never know when it's not over, and I kept saying that in my mind. I said this thing's not over, and we really it wasn't over. It was not over, but give credit to our players and our coaching staff.
Coach, that 20-play drive at the end sort of seemed to break Washington's spirit and gave you the momentum. That was quite the offensive lineman's drive.
It really was, and really had a couple setbacks, but we continued to play, and we dealt with the adversity, which I thought was good, and found a way to score the ball, and like you say, to go on a drive that long and you know, to take the lead. That really sparked us.
You may have been asked this already, but just what does it say, the resiliency of your team to come back and also just kind of jam it down their throats the way you did?
Well, we felt going in that, you know, our strength right now, our offense, is our ability to run the ball, and Rashad has done a fabulous job of running. I mean, the more you see him carry the ball, the more you just kind of watch him and go, wow. And got one call back on a foul. You know, it's a shame, but he's really literally carrying the offense on his back right now. The offensive line is doing a nice job of creating some running lanes for him. I thought Jaden did a nice job of making some big-time runs at the end and on that long drive. But the perseverance, getting down, dealing with adversity, I thought really said something about these guys. You know, we got down 14 early, and then we just kept pecking away. The game never got away from us, but we needed to score. The defense kept playing and playing. Finally, we got some scores, and then defense, I thought, did a good job the second half, and then the offense scoring 21 points. I mean, I understand we got an interception as well, but did a nice job.
Have you ever had a 20-play drive before?
Oh, I can't remember one. That's a long drive, and it's just methodically moving the ball, you know, and it was just kind of fun to watch. We felt that we could run the ball. That's our strength. As you guys know, you guys have followed us now. We try to run the ball, and the conditions made it difficult to throw it at times because the ball was slippery for both teams. But it says something about the team. In the fourth quarter, and having to do that on the road, it says a lot. You know, I think last week's game was a game that they found their swagger again. You know, playing at home against USC, and it's a 17-16 game in the fourth quarter, and they didn't blink. We ended up going ahead of those guys, and defense did a nice job of not allowing them to score. It's a similar kind of game, you know. We just hung in there, and made enough plays and got our energy going, and found a way to win.
Anyone else? Coach, does it mean that you still got all your goals in front of you, right? Like, you don't control your destiny, but you got a shot.
Yeah, and I just think, you know, it's always the next week to prepare and win another game. And that's something we've always kind of gone about saying that. You know, it's always preparing ourselves so we can be in position to win. And that's what makes the game so great. Every week you get another new opportunity. And we're going to play a tough Oregon State team. They like to run the ball. They have a really nice offense. They do a nice job offensively of creating some things. And we played them last year in conditions like this, so here we go again, right? So it's Pac-12 is something. Every time you turn around, you think you watched the game and you think you figured it out, and games are close and somebody upset somebody, but we're fortunate to get out here with a win, and we'll take it.
Coach, your defense really got killed in the first 2 drives, letting up 2 touchdowns. They looked like they were beat. And then the next 6 drive, only 1 field goal allowed, the one before halftime. How did it show their change of personality and their adversity and their respond to that?
Well, I think what had happened was they hit the perimeter on us on some plays, and we didn't get it adjusted. And we finally got it adjusted, and we slowed it down, and then we got back going again. But they did a nice job of hitting us early with some perimeter plays. If you watch, all those plays were on the perimeter, whether it was screens or some kind of run on the perimeter, and we got caught inside and we didn't have contained, you know, and guys weren't doing their jobs. And we told them, said, we got to keep this thing inside and make them run inside. If we do that, we can stop them. Felt like our secondary could cover them, and we did a pretty nice job of covering. When you think about, you know, the pass defense, we did a pretty nice job of not allowing a lot of big pass plays. So once we adjusted, we felt like we had a chance. Okay.
Thank you, Coach.